Wooddale Farm Equipment, Frank Weber.
Frank, this is Al Martin.
Al, how are you? How's that tractor of yours behaving itself?
Well, that's actually what I was calling you about. I meant to catch you at the diner yesterday, but you got away on me. Anyway, Frank, I've heard some good things about those new MX Magnums you've got, and I was thinking that maybe now would be a good time to try one out.
Hey, that's great. Let me jot down a few of the particulars and we can set you up with a demonstration.
Very often, that's how it begins. Another potential customer with an interest in a tractor demonstration. There's no real magic to a successful demo, just some careful preparation, a little common sense, and a lot of teamwork. Not every demonstration will result in a sale, but if you follow these guidelines, you can increase your chances. Maybe even sell more than you expected to. Once that initial contact is made, the next step is preparation. And the more preparation you do, the more successful your demonstration will be, and the more tractors you'll sell. Preparation starts with keeping a customer profile on every customer or potential customer with whom you come into contact. Even deals you lost, especially deals you lost. Let's say someone bought a green tractor the last time around because it had a larger cab than the tractor we were selling at the time. That information should be in the customer profile for that person. Another thing, make sure you update your profiles each time you talk to someone or run into them in town. In the example we just saw, the customer wanted a demonstration. So let's take a look at how to prepare to go out on a demo. The initial contact can make or break any demonstration. Ask the right questions up front and you'll be able to handle any situation. Get his requirements, the size tractor he wants to try. Get some idea of the field conditions, what type of implement he wants to use. If he's in a row crop application, for example, we could really talk about our turning radius advantage. Also talk with him about his trade-in. If he's a competitive owner, you may not know exactly what tractor he's using right now. While you have him on the phone, find out things such as whether you're going to use the customer's implement or yours, how long you're going to leave the tractor at his location, details of the customer agreement you'll be using, and the time and place for the demonstration, complete with directions if you don't already know where you're going. Before you hang up, arrange to stop by his place in a day or so to drop off an operator's manual and video for him to look at before the demonstration takes place. This will let him familiarize himself with the MX Magnum and get him pumped about the upcoming demonstration. In addition, a pre-demo visit enables you to meet the customer face-to-face or reestablish your relationship if you already know the guy. This means, of course, that you'll have to review all the sales support material yourself, so you're ready to answer any questions the customer might have. The material we're talking about here includes the operator's video, the owner's manual, and also the sales support manual. When you're discussing whose implement to use, encourage the customer to let you use a Case IH implement from the dealership. This not only makes proper weighting and ballasting easier, it also opens the door for an additional sale. When customers see firsthand the advantage of the Case IH system approach, they're open to upgrading implements too. The demonstration agreement is an important part of the process too. It simply and clearly states all of the details of the demonstration and the cost, if any, that is involved. Use of this agreement form will reduce misunderstandings and keep the focus of the demonstration on the tractor, where it belongs. The next key area is tractor preparation. A well-prepared tractor will go a long way toward assuring that you have an effective demonstration, just as a poorly prepped tractor, or one you just grab off the lot, will reduce your chances of success. Since Frank will be using a 4200 Combo-Mulcher, a towed implement, in this demonstration, a 35-65 front-to-rear weight split is recommended. The goal is to achieve minimum compaction with optimum traction, and that's generally accomplished by using the least amount of ballast possible to accomplish the proper split. With the MX Magnum, you won't need as many weights to get the balance where you need it as you have in the past. If you're unsure about how to get to the proper weight split, check the Weighting and Ballasting CD-ROM for more information. Another important guide to proper preparation is the pre-delivery form. Make sure that each item on the list has been covered. Once the tractor has been set to the proper pre-delivery specifications, it needs to be fine-tuned to the specific implement and soil conditions it will be dealing with during the demonstration. Make sure that your entire dealership team is assembled and ready to work together to provide the best possible tractor. This really must be a group effort to ensure success. After all, the competition will be ready to make their best impression when they get their turn. So you need to be ready to put your best foot forward. It's a good idea to make a separate demo prep list so that there's a set routine for all team members to follow. Your service technicians have already received Case Factory sponsored training on the MX Magnum, so they should have a good head start. Check ballast, tire pressure, tread setting, and other adjustments to optimize the tractor to the soil conditions it will encounter and to the implement it will be pulling. This is a good time to make sure, too, that the PTO or 3-point hitch specifications match if you're using the sales prospect's implement. If you're using an implement from the dealership, make sure that both are field ready in advance. Don't wait to check them at the demonstration. One factor that sometimes gets overlooked is the operator. The operator is just as important as the tractor itself in the demonstration. If you're going to be the operator, make sure that you operate the tractor yourself. Be as familiar with it as you can be. The more comfortable you are with the controls, the more relaxed and confident your customer will be, and the more he'll enjoy the experience. The next step in the demo process takes us back into mental preparation. The creation of a walk-around guide to help you make key selling points as you take the customer through the walk-around. Be sure that you stress the 14 industry-leading features we've identified that make the MX Magnum the leader in its class. More than 125 million hours of operation. First row crop tractor to reach 235 horsepower. A 1 gallon per hour better fuel consumption than previous Magnum. 160-gallon fuel tank can run up to 14 hours per day without refueling. Factory-installed front duals. Surveyor cab with 13% larger cab volume than competition. 68.5 square feet of glass area, 10% more than Deere. First to offer high-intensity discharge lamps for superior nighttime visibility. User-friendly shuttle for smooth operation. Superior hitch lift capacity throughout the entire range. Fully adjustable Optima seat with optional heater. Superior sound system with optional 6 CD changer. And power adjustable mirrors. Make sure that you're familiar with your customer's tractor. Make sure that you target specific disadvantages to that machine. Do your homework and have facts and figures to back up any claims that you make. Thoroughly knowing your product and your competitors will really boost your confidence and your ability to handle any objections that might arise. In addition to the sales support material we've already discussed, Sales Pro can play a useful role as you prepare to demonstrate the MX Magnum. Sales Pro can provide both a standard equipment and an optional equipment report that you can take with you to the demonstration. These reports can provide quick reference when questions arise about what features are standard equipment and which are available as options. Sales Pro can also provide competitive comparisons between MX Magnum and comparable machines from Deere and Ford. The day before the demo, it's a good idea to confirm the appointment in person to answer any questions that the operator's manual or the video might have raised. This is a prime opportunity to invite the customer's family to the demonstration as well. Inviting family members makes a lot of sense. After all, those same people will have input into the buying decision. On the day of the demonstration, before the tractor and implement leave the dealership, double check to make sure that even the small details, such as adequate fuel in the tank, proper tire pressure, and slow-moving vehicle signage have been properly covered. Also, make sure that the tractor is thoroughly clean. If everything checks out, you're ready to go. Take with you any giveaways, such as hats, jackets, or additional sales literature. And allow yourself enough time so that you arrive at the demonstration site a little ahead of schedule. This not only shows the customer how important his business is to you, but it helps minimize the stress that last-minute rushing around can create. Remember that even if you bring an operator along to help with the demonstration, the salesman who initiated the contact or handled the sales prospect's inquiry is usually the point man for the demonstration effort and the person who's responsible for making the demo a success. Keep close tabs on your checklists. Inspect the small details yourself, and above all, be prepared. Your confidence and competence will have an impact on the customer and on his buying decision. Once at the site, it's a good idea to move fairly quickly into the walk-around. This is the time to do the real selling. As you move around the tractor, be sure to cover the 14 industry-leading features, concentrating on the items with which your customer is most concerned. Be ready to handle questions and objections. This is the time when all your preparation will really pay off, especially if you can clearly demonstrate how specific tractor features fit his needs, in areas such as horsepower and serviceability, for example. As you bring the walk-around to a close, show your prospect the ease of entry and exit. Have the customer get up in the cab with you as you demonstrate how to operate the tractor. This is the ideal time to go through the ergonomic advantages provided by the MX Magnum's Surveyor cab. The comfortable, easy-to-adjust seat, the large operator-friendly controls located in the armrest panels, and the corner post instrumentation. Demonstrate just how easy it is to tilt and telescope the steering wheel. And point out the outstanding visibility the MX Magnum provides, front, rear, and to the sides. Draw the customer's attention to special features such as the heated seat, the auxiliary power outlets, and the optional 6-disc CD changer. Mention that the optional second seat is a training seat designed to be used to train new operators. Let him ask any questions he might have that will make him feel more at home in the operator's seat. When you start up the tractor, allow your sales prospect to see you perform all the basic functions. After you've operated the tractor a while and demonstrated the controls, trade places and observe as the customer takes over. Be prepared again to answer questions that might arise. When your sales prospect feels comfortable, plan to leave for an hour or two. This is a good time to do an appraisal on the customer's trade-in. In any case, make sure to allow sufficient time for the customer to acclimate himself to the tractor and implement combination. If you've already had the opportunity to get back to the office, use Sales Pro to prepare a sales contract or proposal that includes the trade-in appraisal. When you return, check in on the sales prospects to make sure that they're comfortable with all the tractor and implement functions, and be prepared to close the sale. If they're not sold yet and you're unable to close the deal, don't give up. There's still more to the process. Any successful salesperson knows that the end of the demonstration doesn't mean the end of the sales process. In fact, the average number of calls needed to make a sale is 5. And that's even if you do a demonstration. So follow up consistently and professionally. The result will be worthwhile. Remember too that using your own Case IH implement increases the odds that you'll be successful. The most experienced salespeople report about a 50% related success ratio of closing a sale after each demonstration. That means about half the time the sale involves the implement demoed. With numbers like that, it's easy to see how valuable a system selling approach can be. Before you leave the demonstration site, if you've been unable to close, schedule a time to discuss the tractor again. This debriefing is best accomplished on a face-to-face basis. Call ahead to confirm the appointment and be sure to keep it at the agreed-to time. This follow-up meeting actually requires the same level of preparation as the demonstration itself. Be ready to answer any questions or deal with objections. Bring the customer back to the 14 industry-leading features and their importance to him. Have all the necessary pricing and financing data available for the MX Magnum and for the customer's trade-in. If you've prepared thoroughly, demoed a tractor that's ready to work, and made sure that all your contacts with the sales prospect were professional, your results may be like this.
Wooddale Farm Equipment, Frank Weber.
Frank, this is Al Martin. Hey, I've been doing some comparison shopping, and that MX Magnum you demoed out here really does have just what I need. Why don't I drop by after lunch and we can take another look at the paperwork?
Al, I'll do you one better than that. Let me buy you lunch. Meet me at the diner. I'll bring in some of the paperwork and we'll go over some of those numbers.
Another successful demonstration, another successful sale. Remember, a good demo is a great sales tool, but it's just one step in the process. Turning an effective demo into a sale requires the same key qualities as any other successful venture: persistence, professionalism, and follow-through. Oh, and having the hottest tractor on the market doesn't hurt either.